After we saw the Bonnyrigg White Eagles crowned as champions last weekend, the grand final action continues as the SUPA IGA NSW Men's 2 crowns its champions as St George take on the Mounties Wanderers. And the action doesn't stop there as the Marconi Stallions meet the Illawarra Stingrays in the Women's Premier League Grand Final at Blacktown Football Park. All the grand final action is right here and exclusive. This is Football New South Wales TV. Blacktown Football Park played host to the biggest day in the Women's Premier League as the Marconi Stallions and Illawarra Stingrays fought it out to be crowned 2013 champions. Both sides finished top of the table after the regular season, with only goal difference allowing Marconi to finish as premiers. With nothing between both sides throughout the season, we were assured of a thrilling afternoon of football at Blacktown Football Park. And that's exactly what we got with 6 goals in all, the first coming in the 21st minute as Linda O'Neill opened the scoring for Marconi after some nice build-up play and a great delivery from Evelyn Cronus. The lead wouldn't last for long though as the Stingrays fought back to find an equaliser just 6 minutes later. It was Jordan Baker who was on the spot to volley home after Marconi failed to clear. 1-1 after a thrilling opening half hour. Marconi would regain the lead in the 41st minute and strike a crucial blow just before half-time as Helen Patinos crossed for Cronus, who after being the provider for Marconi's first goal, turned goalscorer for their second. Marconi would go on to almost ice the contest with a thrilling 5-minute blitz midway through the second half, as they stretched their lead further in the 61st minute, as the experienced Heather Garriock fired home after Bolger's lead-up work. 3 minutes later and it was 4-1 as Bolger turned goalscorer as she lashed the ball home after some great work by Alana Kennedy in the middle of the park before Cronus's delightful cutback left Bolger to finish. The afternoon would finish off spectacularly as Cronus capped off a special day with her second goal of the afternoon as she blasted in the cross from Garriock, which found the back of the net off the underside of the bar to make it 5-1 and assure Marconi the championship. So an emphatic performance on grand final day from Marconi meant the Premiers became champions in 2013. The Stingrays lived to fight another day, but they were no match for the Stallions, who clinched the trophy in style.
Mate, it feels fantastic. You know, we put this side together early in the season, and it's a great feeling. We had disruption through the time with some of the Matilda camps and young Matilda camps, but to get the job done here is fantastic. I'm really happy.
Yeah, they started to drop off a little bit. They came pretty strong at the start, and then once we went 2-1 up and pushed on to a third, we were quite comfortable.
Proud of yours?
Very proud. Very proud.
Ellie, you won a lot of trophies in your career. How does it feel after a year off?
Oh, look, if you win any trophy, it doesn't matter what level you play at. It's just an amazing feeling. It's fantastic to come out, and I've played half the season with Marconi. It's the club I've played for years now, and it's fantastic. A bunch of girls, they're brilliant, and the coaching staff as well.
A big crowd travelled to the Sydney United Sports Centre for the SUPA IGA NSW Men's 2 grand final between St George FC and the Mounties Wanderers. St George finished 7 points clear of Mounties in the regular season. It was time to see if they would again have the edge on the Wanderers on grand final day. Mounties got off to a fast start and went close in the 10th minute, but Alban Singh could only find the side netting. And they would go even closer again in the 27th minute when Daniel McCann's shot rattled the left-hand post. St George finally settled and had a chance of their own in the 34th minute, only for Juan Chavez to slice his shot wide. Mounties would again go close just before the break, and Eli Spilaciotti shot over the bar after a bold run. Mounties would pile on the pressure, but again the woodwork would deny them, and Daniel Severino's free kick rattled the crossbar. Finally though, the mountain of pressure told, and they opened the scoring in the 54th minute, and Scott Goodwin fired home. Goodwin's goal seemed to ignite St George, and they quickly found themselves level once more, and Sam Messam unleashed a bullet in the 62nd minute. Grand finals are the big stage where the stars shine, and Messam certainly did that with his second goal in the 78th minute, with his neat header firing St George in front. And amazingly, after Mounties created so many opportunities, St George would finish their championship dreams in the 92nd minute, and George Dejanek finished the contest in style. So St George convert their premiership dominance into a championship, while Mounties regret the one that got away. Plenty of chances for them, but they failed to convert. St George got the goals when it mattered the most, and raised the trophy in 2013. Well, that's all we have time for this week's show. Thanks for your company. See you next time on Football New South Wales TV.